Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about a tool called Zapier. Zapier is a product or application that allows end user to integrate the web application they use, and you can also use it to automate the workflows. So the example could be like when you want to move your attachment from your Gmail account to a S3 bucket. So that is one of the use case data engineers they do to automate the file transfer between the email account and the bucket where you are keeping all your data. So basically, it's a nice tool to automate a repetitive task which involves multiple application. So in today's video, I'm going to work out one example where I'll be sending out the attachment to my Google Drive as soon as it arrives in my Gmail account. So let's open the Zapier website, and I think I'm going to use the free trial. All right, so I'm logged into the Zapier in the trial account, and I'll just fill out the basic details in order to continue with my work. Okay, I'll say engineering, how many employees, 1 to 49, continue. And there are so many apps supported by Zapier. So I want to use the Gmail, and then I also want to use the Drive. And for my example, these are the two apps which I need. But as you can see here, it supports like so many integration with these apps: Discord, Trello, Stripe. All right, so I'll move on. Finish setup. Okay, so this would be my first Zap, the one I'm going to create. So I think I'm going to use one of the predefined workflow, the one where it says save new attachment from the labeled emails in the Gmail to Google Drive. Or there's another better option, save new Gmail attachment to Google Drive. I think we can use either of them. Um, let's go with the first one. So I'm going to modify certain options in this predefined workflow. I don't have to change this one because this is the account I'm using with the trigger. And here I'm going to change the event to new attachment. So basically my trigger would be whenever I get an email and that email has a new attachment, then I want to move that new attachment or that file to my Google Drive. Let's continue with this. The account I have already chosen. This is the account which I'm using to receive the file in the email. Let's continue. And here in the trigger part, um, we can choose the label inboxes or label mailboxes. So I don't want to use all the labels. I just want to look into the inbox and get the file. My search string is something based on that the Zapier will look for certain emails. So I'm going to give a search string because I don't want all the attachment from all the emails to come into my Google Drive. So it's only gonna look for specific emails, and the specific email subject line will have this new data arrived. So once I get the email with this string in the subject line, it will trigger the action. So let's continue and let's test my trigger. So okay, so it's able to find out the attachment. The test was successful. Let's move on to the second part. All right, so in the second part of action we will just choose the app and what app is going to be involved in the action part. So for me, like, it's Google Drive, which is already I have selected here, and the event which we want to perform is like we want to upload the file. So these two entries, they are correct. Let's move on. In the second part, which is account, we have to set up our account. So either suppose like if I have like multiple Google Drive account, I can change it here. So right now I have only one Google Drive attached to this workflow. We can create a new account or add a new account by clicking this button. Let's close that and move on. Press continue. And here we have to select the drive where we are going to upload the file. So in the drive I'm going to select my Google Drive because I have only one Google Drive attached to this workflow. And the second option is folder. We just don't want to put the file anywhere in the drive. We want to put the file somewhere in some folder, because that way it will make more sense. If we are going to automate the job, it will always drop the file in the same folder. So Zapier has the access to my Google Drive, so it will show me all the folders which I have in the Google Drive. So I will select this first folder, dataset, and this option, uh, the file. We have to see what option we have to choose here. These options, they work differently with different options. So the one which I have used earlier is attachment exist but not shown. um, I think I'm gonna go with this option, and you can always try with different options. They work differently, because many times what happens is like it will create a blank file. uh, so I think it's better to check the documentation for each of the option, like what it does. So this one I have chosen for my purpose. I don't want to convert this to a document, and these options, they are optional, so I don't need them for my uh, use case. So let's continue and see if it's able to upload the file into my Google Drive or not. Okay, so I'm going to test the action. Okay, seems like it has uploaded the file. Let's check out my Google Drive. All right, so this is the file. It just arrived now, and we can check out the content. So this is one of the data set which I have sent out from my Yahoo email account to the Google email account, and then this got moved to the Google Drive folder. Let's go back to the Zapier, and then once your Zapier is configured and it passed all the tests and it's able to work what we have assigned. So let's go back, and this is the Zap which we created. We can name it, we can move the data set, so you can name it, and then you can once you publish it, then you can switch it on. So then it will be running 24-hour 7 days, and it will keep on checking the email with that search string, and whenever there is any new email which comes up in the Gmail account, it will move the attachment to the Google Drive. And this is like one of the very common use case used in the data engineering field. So there can be one more use case for this workflow is like, suppose if you're creating a new email account and you want to move away from your old email account, but you'll have like so many attachment in the old email account that you don't want to lose. So you can set up a Zapier trigger, and then you can run it over the old emails as well. So that way you can collect all your attachments starting from the day one from that old Gmail account, and you can save it to the drive. And that way, like, you'll know that okay, you have at least all the important PDFs or all the attachment from the old email account somewhere saved, and then you can start using your new email account. Thanks a lot for watching my video. See you next time.